Okay, so the reason why Kanye West is perceived as crazy or an emotionally unstable is because the mainstream media portray him that way. And they've been persistently and consistently ever since he made this statement.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. You see a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give, and just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
And this was in the era of when George Bush Jr. was in office in the United States, and he was president or whatever. And you'd think that was Kanye West crazy back then? Let's think about it. Was he emotionally unstable back then? Now, for someone to be a billionaire, and it wasn't something that was inherited in terms of family inheritance or anything like that, but he worked, to achieve that, you can't be emotionally unstable or crazy. There may be a method to his madness, and this is the thing, is he really mad? Come on, he's not. I'm not here defending Kanye for whatever he says or does or whatever. I'm just letting you understand that the reality of life is everyone has different communication methods in terms of how they give communication and how they receive communication. Just because you don't understand, right, doesn't mean, or if just because you don't understand, and just because they may not communicate in the ways that you communicate in, it doesn't mean that they are crazy. It just means that you don't understand them. It's just that blatant. You just don't simply understand them. Now, you want to find out ways to understand them, then obviously you're going to need a mediator, someone that does understand them, so they're able to, tell you what that person said. That's fine. That happens. It's called translator. You see what I mean? That's like you need a translator for languages. The same thing you need a translator for, communication. That is actually needed. In fact, that's why some people have spokespeople or a spokesperson. I remember when I was a child, this is gonna sound crazy, yeah? Pun intended. I remember my foster sister, she used to get me to talk for her, basically. And then I remember my foster mother to say, "What are you, her spokesperson?" Do you see what I mean? I never understand. Like, I'm just clocking this now. I'm like, raw. But anyway, obviously, man can speak for myself. My foster sister can speak for herself. And the point I want to make in general is, at the end of the day, I want to keep this one simple anyway. Look, stop worrying on whether someone is X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on achieving your goals. Doing whatever it takes that is necessary, that is morally right and ethically right, in order for you to achieve your goals or dreams, ambition, all that stuff there. Yeah? Like, end of the day, Kanye West, from my perspective, has always been outspoken. Yeah, he's always said what he's gonna do, and he's achieved them and done some. They laughed at him when he was a producer, when he wanted to be a rapper. He achieved the goal of being a rapper. They laughed at him when he wanted to be a fashion designer. They laughed at him then, and then now he's a successful fashion designer. They laughed at him when he was running for president. Well, that shit's still pending. Obviously, the 2020 election is now technically over, according to the timeline of this video. But 2024, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So anyway, look, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, do that. Suggest whatever videos you want me to talk about next in our next videos. Leave that in the comment section below. And on top of that, click the link in the description box below where it says make a donation. You'll be able to make a donation of any amount, all right? So you can help us rebuild the infrastructure in the African and Caribbean diaspora, because I'm sure you're aware of the many problems that have been in persistence since colonialism and all that stuff there, because it's time to prevent these problems and also solve these problems, all right? So you got any question, like I said, leave that in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.